Welcome to Immortal Works Flash Fiction Friday, Episode 39, Not on a Train, Not in the Rain, by C.J. Workman. Time slowed to bare shreds of seconds. I wasn't me anymore. I was someone else watching my life from behind my eyes. Each raindrop fell at 40,000 frames per second, leaving faint, silver trails behind them. The neon lights did their usual maddening flicker dance, but now they were like a slow strobe with a lifetime between pulses of light. She was surrounded in a blur of rain misting and splattering from her jacket. The water cascading over the black leather threw reflections in every shade of the rainbow, but it also appeared as though the wet shell was trying to drink in the colors. She turned her head towards me. The ink of the tattoo on her neck twisted and contorted. Wet tendrils of her hair spun in slow arcs. Her intense blue eyes locked with mine. Her arm uncoiled like a snake striking in slow motion. I could hear people yelling. My radio's earpiece made it all a muddle of barking and squawking. Instead of sounding like it was screaming in my ear, it was more like someone whispering through a long tube. Faint and annoyingly inaudible. One word cut through the buzzing chatter. "Gun!" It drew out like molasses. It didn't register in my brain. There was something in her hand. A matte black shape of crisp angles with a hole in the end. A whimsical thought slogged through the jelly in my head. She's holding a train tunnel. The train is coming for me. She winked at me, and her Cupid's bow lips quirked in a little smile. They started to form a word that looked like she was blowing me a kiss. They parted slowly, and I'm pretty sure mine mirrored that motion. "Boom," she whispered. Her finger didn't tense on the trigger. She didn't fire. Neither did I. There were a few odd crackling sounds to either side of me. The rainy shadows in my peripheral vision, hunkered behind their rifles, were lit by stuttering flashes. Golden streaks cut toward her through the night. One metal pixie of a bullet grazed over her right eyebrow and flicked at her hair. Another slid harmlessly beneath the delicate curve of her perfect chin. I watched in blissful agony as a third slug punched through the leather sleeve, into her bicep, and tore its way out the other side. Her brows jumped slightly, then drew down in a slow grimace. Her lips curled back, and a gasping snarl escaped over her teeth. Her arm jerked, and her finger twitched. There was a slowly spreading flash deep within the black hole that was her gun barrel. Something silver spit from the end and made its way through the rain towards my head. My train is coming. I have to go. My arms relaxed in a calm effort that would eventually cause the weight of my gun to sag in the sling around my chest. The silver train was still coming. I felt a sad disappointment as I realized I wasn't going to make it. It was too late. I was going to miss my train. I was going to be left here, standing in the rain, waiting for the next one to come. The silver bullet zipped past my head, close enough to feel it brush my eyelashes. There was a quick bit of pain and a little crunch as it shattered the earpiece and the tiny fragments torn through the cartilage of my ear. Then everything was silent. I couldn't hear the chatter of guns or the patter of the rain. I didn't hear her screams as more bullets took her in the chest and aback. She arched and spun like a neon ballerina. She twisted in a perfect pirouette, her arms flung wide like black leather angel wings. It was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. Simply perfect. I closed my eyes and turned my face up to the rain. The world rushed back in with a deafening roar. The rain sounded like an avalanche. There were voices barking and overlapping. The staccato of guns faded into silence, replaced with a high, ringing whine. Someone grabbed me and turned me roughly. A face I barely recognized came close to mine. Wide eyes locked with mine, then twitched sideways to my ear. "He's hit! He's bleeding! Just got his ear, though. Damn, that was close. You almost caught that one. Maybe next time, huh?" I didn't answer. I just looked over my shoulder at the girl lying in the street. Her blood spread and mingled with the puddles. It had all the color and swirling beauty of oil mixing in water. But it was also sad and polluted. She looked so small. Someone had broken this perfect little music box dancer and just left her in the road. All I could think about was me, standing here with the rain creeping through my clothes and down my back. I was just left here, still waiting for my train to come. Thanks for listening to Immortal Works Flash Fiction Friday. If you have a flash fiction story, 500 to 1,500 words, that you want performed on our podcast, please send it to submissions@immortal-works.com. Please don't forget to like, rate, and share our podcast.